Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to today's pick a card reading. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out what you might experience this summer. So we'll be finding out what your life is going to look like this summer. Now, this is a timeless reading, so even though I'm filming this at the beginning of summer 2025, if this reading has found you sometime in the future, then hello. I hope the future is bright. I hope it's good. And I just want to let you know that maybe there are messages in this reading, which is why this reading has found you in divine timing, or maybe there's something that you need to know or you need to hear, which is why you are here. Okay, so with that being said, let me introduce you to today's groups for you to choose from. Now, you can either choose based on the images in the thumbnail of this reading, or you can choose based on the cards that I have laid out for you right here. So, we have group number one with use your hands. This is your image, this is your card. Group number one. Group number two, we have connect with nature. Connect with the earth, sorry. This is your option. And group number three, we have sound healing for you. Okay, so once you have made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comments. So take your time, pick your piles intuitively. You can pick either one or multiple groups. Maybe there are multiple messages for you to hear, and I will see you all in your reading. Hi, group one. You guys chose use your hands. This is your card, or maybe you chose the first image in the thumbnail. So let's find out what summer is going to look like and feel like for you guys. Now, first up with use your hands, something that I can see is that maybe this summer you will be doing things with your hands. You'll be learning how to do something with your hands. You're either making, some sort of art, some sort of crafts. Maybe you're taking up pottery, maybe you're taking up gardening. You're going to be doing something with your hands. Okay, maybe you're learning how to cook. Maybe you're learning how to paint. Take it how it resonates. I mean, the very obvious message is that you will be taking up pottery, but that is probably not the message for everyone. So yeah, take it how it resonates. So yeah, you could be doing something with your hands this summer. You could be getting your hands dirty is what I'm hearing, but in a fun way. You're really going to be enjoying the things that you're going to be creating and making this summer. Okay, you could be upgrading some sort of skill, you could be learning a new skill, you could be just taking up a hobby even. Yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here. You're using your hands in like a very creative manner. You're learning something, but you're also having fun doing it. It is grounding you, it is bringing you enjoyment, but it's also making you feel very relaxed and making you feel really good about yourself and your skill, your ability to create. And you're also somehow being really happy with what you create. So yeah, that is something that I'm seeing here. Let's get some more of your cards. We have acceptance. Today I acknowledge, allow, and accept every emotion. And we have the crown chakra. Okay, so the color purple is really standing out to me. So purple could be a color that you're feeling really drawn to this summer, or and we also have a bit of purple here, right? So yeah, maybe something that you're creating is going to be purple in color, or um purple is just a shade that you're being drawn to this summer. But with the crown chakra, what I can see is that there is this sort of like spiritual awakening that you're almost going through this summer, and this creative process, this creative idea, this like just this state of mind that you go into when you're creating, it is a spiritual experience almost. Okay, so anything that you're doing this summer, whether that is creating with your hands, whether it's arts and crafts that you're doing this summer, you're just feeling like you're connected to the divine, like you're on this spiritual journey, you're on this spiritual path, and it almost feels like this creativity and this message is like a spiritual download that you're having. You don't really know where this idea is coming from, it just is coming from somewhere, and it almost feels like divinely orchestrated, or like there is just sort of some sort of divine alignment that you're coming into in your life. Okay, I can also see that this is something that is helping you really accept yourself for who you are. It's helping you accept imperfections, it's helping you accept your creativity, your maybe like not being super hard on yourself. You're accepting yourself, you're seeing yourself and other people for who they are, flaws and all. So you're acknowledging your strengths and other people's strengths, you're acknowledging your beauty and the beauty of other people as well, but at the same time you're also accepting the flaws in the world, in yourself, and you're not criticizing that, you're not judging that. Instead, you're just accepting it from a very loving place. And that is either helping you live with it or deal with it, or it is helping you and motivating you to change that about yourself or about the world or about the environment that you live in, right? So it almost feels like, say for example, creativity, right? Like you have always felt like you're not a really good artist, or like you can't do stuff. Like for me personally, I just feel like I'm not very good at drawing. So say for example, you also feel that you're not very good at drawing. I feel like this summer there is this like spiritual message to you to take up drawing classes, or to just draw, just like download an app on your phone or your iPad, or like just take a pen and paper and draw. Okay, you're just feeling very inclined, like spiritually inclined to do that, and you're just like, it doesn't feel very natural to you, because if you were using your own free will, you wouldn't be choosing to do this. But for some reason, you are really wanting to take up this hobby, or take up this skill, or like learn this new thing, or join this new course, and you don't know where this idea is coming from, but you are acting upon this idea, and because of that you're realizing that you were criticizing yourself and judging yourself a bit too harshly. You're actually quite good, or even if you are bad, it's okay, because it's your first time and you're learning and you're experiencing, and not everything has to be done with perfection in mind, right? So even if you are, say, drawing something, and sometimes you're making crooked lines, or something that you have created doesn't look the way that you wanted it to look like, or doesn't look like what it's supposed to look like, you're still like, you're laughing it off, or you're accepting it for what it is, or you are just appreciating how far you've come, that you've at least tried, right? So that is helping you accept not just the work that you are doing, but also where that work is coming from. So like within you, your own skill, your own capabilities, just who you are in general. This could be very surface level, as in you're just not criticizing your work anymore, or this could be at a deeper level where you're not criticizing yourself and your capabilities and your potential anymore, right? So that is something that I'm seeing here. Next up, in the snake, yeah, I do feel like this is like a kundalini awakening. This is like um Yeah, like a spiritual awakening. It almost feels like all of your chakras are aligning. Yeah, so just something that you're doing is making you feel very aligned to your purpose, very aligned to your creativity. It's bringing you a lot of peace and a lot of joy, a lot of happiness, and a lot of contentment. That is how you're feeling this summer. For some of you, and I know this is like a PG-13 reading, I can't say the exact words, but like some of you could be pleasuring yourself using your hands. Okay, that is also a message that I'm getting for you. There is something about your appearance that is making you feel really, really good. I feel like this is a time where you are being drawn to floral, so maybe you're creating something in a floral design, or you are inspired by flowers, or you just want flowers around you, or you're like appreciating flowers, is a message that I'm picking up on for some of you guys. And this could again like mean very straightforwardly that you are really into flowers. Maybe you're wearing an outfit that has flowers on it or something of that sort. But this could also mean that you are realizing that a sunflower and a daffodil look very different from each other, but they're both beautiful in their own way, right? So you're accepting things for the way that they are, is a message that I'm also getting for you guys. um yeah, so something about your life, something about yourself, you're just accepting in this time period. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay, let's get your tarot. Let's get some more information about what you might be experiencing this summer. So we have the Hierophant, we have Temperance. All right, we have Judgment, and we have the Ace of Swords. Right, bottom deck energy is the Chariot. Yes, you're going with the flow. You're learning to go with the flow. You're like, okay, we will go where our creativity takes us, we will go where our mind takes us, we will just go with the flow. Yeah, and we're not going to be so critical and judgmental. We're just going to put in the work. If we want this painting or this pottery item that we are making, we have like a general idea, we have our Pinterest image inspiration. But if it doesn't go that way, it's still okay. We're not going to be super hard on ourselves, we're not going to criticize ourselves, we're not going to say bad things about our skill or our art. We will just laugh it off, or we will just accept it for what it is, right? With the Hierophant, I can also see that this is something that maybe somebody is teaching you. Okay, so maybe there's like a teacher that's teaching you this thing, whether this is like an actual instructor or a teacher or a guru of some kind, or this is just, like I said, a divine power just giving you this information and this wisdom and this new perspective on life, right? But I do feel like there is like an external source of wisdom where all of this knowledge is coming from, where which is like guiding you and aligning you on this path of spiritual awakening and also acceptance. So this could very well be like a teacher or an instructor or a mentor. And I feel like this is someone that's very wise, this is someone that you will look up to, and you have a deep respect for this person, and you really like almost put this person on a pedestal. And it almost feels like how when we are kids we think our teachers are just so intelligent, and like we come home and we imitate our teachers. it almost feels like that. Like some of us even have like crushes on our teachers and stuff like that. So yeah, that's the image that I'm picking up on. Like, you feeling this deep admiration for this person that you are looking up to this summer. Now this could also be someone with influence, so this could be like a pop artist, or like someone in the industry that you look up to, someone's work you look up to, some sort of influencer that you look up to, a teacher, a mentor, a guide that you look up to. And you kind of want to embody their energy, you want to embody them, you want to emulate their style of speaking, their style, even the way that they dress. An example of this is, I really love Sabrina Carpenter's hairstyle, and I this summer actually went and I got bangs. I got Sabrina Carpenter bangs. I mean, they don't look just like they do on her. On me, I mean, my hair style and my hair color is also very different from Sabrina Carpenter's, so it looks different on me. But when I was showing the hairdresser the inspiration, I showed him a picture of Sabrina Carpenter, and yeah, so that is the kind of image that I'm getting here. You might see um something that your favorite influencer has created, say, a sculpture that they have created, and you really like it, so you kind of make it yourself. Or you see an outfit that they wore and you crochet it yourself. That kind of image is what I am picking up on. So yeah, this summer you are going to be learning things, you're going to be creating things. You are going to be less judgmental, you're going to be going with the flow, and you are going to be accepting yourself for who you are. You're just going to be feeling very content, very happy, and very creative this summer. So, that is the reading that I have for you guys, group number one. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you thought about this reading. Claim this reading in the comments below if you'd like to. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the second image on the thumbnail, or you picked the Connect with the Earth card. So let's find out what you might be experiencing this summer and what your life is going to be looking like this summer. Now, first up in this card itself, I feel like this summer you will be spending a lot of time outdoors in nature. You could be doing this with a bunch of people, or you could be doing this alone. Maybe you're going on a vacation, or maybe you're just going on hikes and walks around where you live. But if you are going on a vacation, I feel like you're going to some place that has a lot of trees, a lot of greenery around. Maybe you're going to a place that has woods, like some woods where you can go walking in, or there's like some sort of green path where you can walk. There's greenery around you. um yeah, you're just spending a lot of time out in nature is what I can see. With Connect with the Earth, also another message that I'm picking up on is that you could be connecting to things that make you feel very grounded. Okay, so you're either beginning to walk bare feet outdoors, like in the grass, or even at home, maybe you're beginning to walk barefoot again, or you are connecting to like earthy elements. Maybe you are going to be gardening yourself, or planting some pots yourself. Maybe you're going to be collecting some sort of rocks or seashells, or crystals. Even maybe crystals are something that you're getting into. That is something that I'm picking up on. Some sort of pebbles, I feel you like picking up rocks, like having one of those stones that people rub on to soothe themselves, except that's how you're feeling in your soul. You're feeling like your soul is being soothed. um yeah, that is a message that I am picking up for you guys. Let's get some more of your cards and see what else is happening. So we have build strength, we have resistance, we have divine feminine, we have the clover and the ways. Okay. With the ways, something that I can see is that maybe this summer you've had an option or an opportunity to, you know make some impromptu plans, and you weren't really expecting it. It wasn't on your bingo card, but somehow this opportunity presents itself, and you're like, you know what, actually I do want to take up that opportunity, I do want to go, I do want to do this. So maybe this is like an impromptu vacation that you're going on, or maybe this is just like something that you didn't really planned. It's something that just, it's an opportunity that presented itself, and you're like, you know what, I'm not going to pass up on it, because this is a lucky opportunity. Not many people get this opportunity, not many people can just up and go, or like, you're just feeling very lucky that this is your life, that you have this option, that you have this opportunity, right, this summer. So yeah, this is going to feel like a very lucky opportunity, like a very lucky time. You are feeling like a very lucky girl or a very lucky boy. That is something that I'm picking up on. With build strength and resistance, I can also see maybe that some of you are training in a gym. You're working on strength, you're working on building muscle, building strength. Isn't there a thing called resistance training in the gym? Let me know if there is. I'm not really a gym girly. I would much rather take my 10,000 steps, um, and do some sort of light stretches here and there. I'm not really like, I don't like intense workouts. I like something lighter, I like yoga and yeah, those kind of workouts. But maybe what you are doing is strength training, maybe you are joining the gym, maybe all of this hiking is really helping you build that core strength. Because when you're climbing up a hill, climbing up a mountain, it really takes up your core strength, it makes your legs really strong. So that is something that I'm seeing here. But with this third eye being open, I can also see that you connecting with the earth and you connecting with nature is bringing you closer to yourself. You're becoming more confident in the choices that you make. You are feeling more content and happy and lucky within your own life. You're feeling like um you have potential and that you can live up to your potential. There's like a part of you that you are connecting to, and you're saying, hey, I'm sorry I abandoned you before, or hey, I didn't even know you existed, or like, hey, I've always known you existed, but like, I don't think I fully appreciated you, or I don't think I fully acknowledged you, but now I do. Right? So that is a feeling that I am picking up here. Um with the divine feminine here, I honor and nurture the divine feminine within me. Yeah, there is some sort of like femininity here that you are getting in touch with. You're realizing how resilient and how strong you are on the inside. Maybe even on the outside, like you are a very strong person physically, but you are seeing how strong you are emotionally, mentally, spiritually. And that is something that you're either building up upon, or you are really acknowledging it and embracing it fully. Yeah, instead of shying away from it, instead of hiding it or suppressing it, instead of thinking of it as a weakness, you are embracing it. Okay, so for example, sensitivity is something that a lot of people are made to believe is a weakness, but it's actually not. Being sensitive is what makes you have empathy. It's what the world needs right now, empathic people. So that is actually one of your biggest strengths, to care for someone, to understand what someone's going through and empathize with them, even though that same thing is not happening to you. It is a strength, and it's nothing for you to be embarrassed or ashamed about. It's not something for you to change or suppress. It's nothing for you to be apologetic about, and you are realizing that this summer, right? So yeah, that is something that I am picking up on. With divine feminine, I also feel like maybe you're dressing up or you are presenting in a more feminine way, and you're doing that a little bit more unapologetically. I mean, when the weather gets warmer is when we bring out our skirts and our dresses and our cute crop tops, and I feel like that's making you feel very feminine. Because maybe you don't get the opportunity to wear such clothes very often, especially if you live in a place that's really cold. Maybe you like cover up a lot, and bundle up a lot, but now you finally get to wear something flowy, something body hugging, something that's making you feel like an ethereal forest fairy. Yeah, and you're embracing it, you're going with the flow with it. Yeah, so that is also something that I'm seeing here. Maybe there's like some sort of skincare or makeup routine that you are really liking at the moment, and it's making you feel very feminine. It's making you fall in love with your femininity. The way that you dress is making you feel very feminine. Maybe you're catching yourself looking into the mirror very often, and like really enjoying your appearance and really liking putting in effort into your appearance is also something that I'm seeing here. um yeah. Okay, so let's get your tarot now. Let's find out some more information about what you might be experiencing this summer. So we have the Eight of Wands, we have the Ten of Cups. What a beautiful card. We have the Magician. Ooh, okay. Interesting. We have the Emperor, and I want one more card for you guys. We have the Six of Cups. How cute. Okay. Okay, beautiful energy. Bottom deck energy, the Three of Cups. Yeah, I do feel like you're socializing quite a bit. You're meeting up with your friends, you are hanging out with like-minded people. You're going out a lot more, you're hanging out with other people quite a bit is what I'm seeing here. I also feel like the people that you're hanging out with are people who you have known either for a very long time, or these were people you were friends with for a very long period of time, but then maybe you didn't meet each other for a while and now you're meeting them again. So this could be like a cousin or someone who's coming to meet you during their summer vacation, or a friend who's coming to meet you during their summer break, or something of that sort. And this meeting, this outing is going to make you feel very emotionally fulfilled. It is going to be your happily ever after kind of a feeling, where at the end of the movie everyone's sitting by the bonfire and they're watching the sunset and they're having fun. That is the vibe that I'm picking up on. Someone's brought out a ukulele, and yeah, you guys are singing, you guys are making fun core memories of summer with these like-minded good people, good solid people. Okay, is what I'm picking up on. Maybe this is a friend that you haven't met for a very long time, like you fell off, like your friendship fell off a bit, because there was a distance or something, and now you're reconnecting with them. Something of that sort, like someone who maybe you used to hang out with when you were a kid, and then they moved away and now they're moving back home, so you're spending a lot of time with them. Or you're meeting childhood friends, childhood acquaintances, cousins, that sort of thing is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, this is like a good energy. This is a really, really good energy. I do feel like some of you could be going on a vacation, a very impromptu vacation, like, hey, we're booking tickets and we're going, let's go. Or like, hey, I'm going to be in your city, it's an impromptu trip, let's meet. And you're like, yeah, let's meet. So that could be happening. I feel like this is the summer for you to feel very grounded, very stable, very secure, feeling like you have disposable income that you can, use to enjoy yourself. You're making good decisions, you have opportunities that are, easy opportunities that are choices that you don't have to think a lot about, because there aren't like a lot of harsh consequences to this choice. Say for example, this impromptu trip, you're able to book it and go on it because you know that, you have that amount of money. And like, even if you spend this money, it's not like you're going to not have more money, or it's not like you're going to, the next couple of months budgeting will be a little bit tight. No, everything's going to be fine, which is why you're able to take this decision so impromptu and like impulsively. And it's making you feel very safe and secure in your finances, in your resources, in your choices. But it's also making you feel very lucky that you are in this place where, you can do these things, right? You're feeling very lucky for having the money for these experiences. You're feeling very lucky for having these friends that you can enjoy this trip with, or this summer with, yeah, you're just feeling very, very lucky and very grounded. So there is like this balanced energy here, where, your hard work is paying off, because like your job is helping you pay for this vacation, or for this summer, or for this enjoyment. But at the same time, you're feeling very lucky that you have people to enjoy this with, so that's something that I'm picking up on. With the magician, I feel like this is also the time where you're feeling like the world is your oyster. You have it all, you can have it all, and you do have it all. Okay, maybe at least for this summer, for this time period, your life is going to feel like, dude, no, whatever I want, I actually can have it. And then I actually do have it. Like, everything I've wanted is what I'm experiencing this summer. If I want to eat good food, I'm eating good food. If I want to go out for a walk, I'm going out for a walk. If I want to spend time with my friends, I'm spending time with my friends. So, I have all of these resources at my disposal. And, you know um I am the master of my own life. I am, in the driver's seat of my own life. And, the world is my oyster. I actually can do whatever I want to. And, you're feeling very independent, very free, very, like, yeah, like a free bird energy. Yes, that is exactly what I'm picking up on. So on that note, group number 2, I think I'm going to end your reading right here. Let me know what you thought about this reading in the comments below. Claim it as well if you'd like to. Like this video if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me. It's free of cost, and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube every time you engage with my content. And I will hopefully see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys either chose the third image on this thumbnail, on the thumbnail of this video, or you chose this card right here of sound healing. So let's find out what your summer this year is going to look like, what your life is going to look like this summer, and what you might experience. Now, first things first, with the sound healing card itself, I feel like some of you could be either listening to really good music. You are finding music that really resonates to your soul. You're finding lyrics that resonate to your soul. You have a summer playlist which just, really puts you in a very good mood. It almost not just makes you feel good, but it almost heals you from within, is what it feels like. Or this could be quite literally you joining like a class where they do some sort of sound healing, or you yourself are buying a singing bowl, or you find a video here on YouTube, of like some sort of sound healing that you feel really helps you and heals you. That is something that I'm picking up on. I feel like this summer the sounds that you're hearing are really going to feel like they're healing you. So this is either sounds of laughter, you're either spending time with loved ones, or you're spending time with, like, there's a baby in the house or a child in the house, a toddler, and their laughter is very healing. Maybe you're spending time with your loved ones, and just like being able to hear them and being able to talk to them is very healing to you. Maybe somebody is going to say something to you that is going to feel very healing to you. It almost feels like some sort of sound is like fixing you on like a soul level, is what I'm picking up on. For some of you, you could be going to a place, or maybe you live in a place where the surrounding, like something that you hear, is really bringing you a lot of pleasure, and it really is healing you. Okay, so say for example, maybe where you live, you're suddenly hearing birds chirping outside of your house, or maybe you're going to spend some time by a beach side, and you're going to be hearing the sound of the waves, and that sound is going to feel very healing to you. Yeah, so like some sort of like white noise, blue noise, pink noise, whatever noise, it just feels like it's healing you. Yeah, it almost, yeah, it feels like it's fixing something on like a cellular and soul level. Let's get some more of your cards. We have interpretation. Okay, we have fortune, abundance, prosperity, and good fortune make their way to me, and we have the book. Okay, um so learning something, whether this is through an actual book, whether this is through skill, whether this is this sound is being interpreted in a way in your head, and that is teaching you something, because like the lyrics could be meaningful, or the way that you are understanding and perceiving the lyrics is teaching you something, or changing your belief about something, or opening up your perspective to something, is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, maybe there's like an audio book that you're hearing. um there's some sort of like audio cues in your reading that are really, you know are up for interpretation, and that is helping you learn and heal so much. Okay, and that is making you either feel very fortunate because you're grateful that this learning has come to you in a very creative way. So because maybe you're not the kind of person who likes reading books, or maybe you just don't like learning things, in the sense that you're done with school and you just don't want to learn anything. You don't want to read a self-help book, you don't want to pick up a book, like you're done with that sort of learning. So you're just very grateful that you're getting to learn something, but through like an audio, instead of actually touching a book, instead of actually like making it look like it's study, you're being able to learn it through experience. You're able to learn it through life. You're yeah, there's some sort of like creativity. There's like a creative aspect to how you're able to learn, or how you're able to interpret life, or your beliefs, or some sort of new perspective in life, is what I'm picking up on. Now all of this learning could be helping you learn how to make more money, or it could be helping you bring in more abundance and prosperity into your life, or it could change your mindset and your ideas about abundance and about prosperity. Okay, so like maybe up until now you thought being abundant looked like a certain thing to you, but now maybe it's looking a different way. So like say for example, maybe you grew up thinking, oh my god, abundance looks like a lot of money in my bank account, but maybe now you're realizing, oh actually, to me abundance looks like being able to live a very comfortable life, but living a life where I can hear the birds chirping outside my window, or I can hear the sounds of the waves hitting the shore outside my window, or I have enough money to go to like a sound healing class, or really do things that I want to. So yeah, it might be different. Like your idea of abundance and prosperity might have been the same image of what society wants abundance and success to look like, but maybe as you're growing up, you're feeling like no, abundance is such an abstract concept, and it's up for interpretation to everyone. What abundance looks like to me, what success looks like to me, what prosperity looks like to me, may be very different from what it looks like to the rest of the world, or to my neighbor, or to my teacher, or to my parents. So that is a message that I'm picking up on. I feel like that is something that you're going to be experiencing this summer, just like learning through like a very creative avenue, and so much so that it doesn't even feel like you're learning, it just feels like fun. Yeah. So let's get your tarot. We have the two of pentacles, we have the four of pentacles, we have the two of swords, and we have the queen of wands. I'm glad. We have the eight of swords as your bottom deck energy. Okay, so like one of the reasons why maybe you don't like learning so much is because you didn't have a great time in school. Maybe, you know school is not something that like you miss, like going to school, or like feeling very nostalgic about your childhood is not something that you resonate with, which, I mean, this might also be my reading, because I also don't feel like I had the best time in school. I feel like life as an adult is a lot better for me personally than it was when I was a child. And yeah, I didn't have a great time in school. So yeah, maybe that is you as well. And maybe you feel like one of the reasons why you didn't enjoy school so much was because it made you feel like a failure. It made you feel like you're not smart enough, you're not good enough. It put you in a place where you were constantly comparing yourself to other kids, or you were being compared to other kids. And that didn't feel good. Which is why, you have carried forward just a dislike for learning, but also some sort of low self esteem, low confidence within you. And I think that is something that still plagues you to this day, where maybe you struggle with self worth, and you struggle with feeling like you're good enough, because it feels like you have to prove yourself to other people, or you have to, like, uh be a certain way, or do certain things, or achieve certain things for you to be accepted by people. And that's a lot of pressure, because you feel like that's not you. If you could have it your way, you wouldn't be doing the things that you're currently doing, or you wouldn't want to feel that way anymore. And it almost feels like in the summer you are stepping into a place of just exhaustion, in the sense that you're done being scared of what other people are going to say. You're done with comparing yourself to other people. Comparison truly is the thief of joy, and you are done feeling like you don't deserve joy, or that it's very hard for you to experience joy, or any joy that you experience is very short lived, because in the very same instant you're like, oh my god, why are you rejoicing? There are people out there who are better than you. So what if you make 50,000 rupees a month? Maybe there are people out there who make 50 lakh rupees a month. So you know work harder. There's nothing for you to celebrate. And like, yeah, so maybe that is like a mentality, that is like a belief that you have been struggling with for a while, and you don't want to feel like that anymore. You actually want to feel good about yourself, you want to feel confident in yourself, you want to feel like you are good enough, like the world deserves to see you, and you deserve to take up space, you deserve to shine. It doesn't matter if there are 10 other people who are doing the same thing that you are. There is still enough space for you to be the 11th person to do the same thing, because you bring your own individuality and your own perspective and your own individuality to this whole situation. You bring your own self, your own creativity and your own perspective and your own energy to this thing, right? So say for example, you want to be an influencer, but you're so scared of what other people are going to say, because you were never good at studies, and maybe you don't want to prove people right by making them believe like, yeah, of course, like my teachers used to say, I'll never amount to something, like I'm never going to do something that requires me to use my brain, which is why I'm an influencer now, and like people are going to judge me because they're going to think I'm vain and superficial. But that's not true. If your interest and if your skill lies in influencing, if your happiness lies in influencing, then why not? Just because there are people out here who are making a living out of being scientists and engineers doesn't mean that the world doesn't need artists and dancers, right? So yeah, there's enough space for all of us to exist. And there is a possibility that the person who used to be a topper in your school, who was very academically inclined, has grown up to become a dancer or a painter or a tarot reader. And so you could have grown up not being um academically inclined, and you can still, if you feel like you can learn how to do coding and like create your own website and like create your own apps and be self taught, then you can still do that as well, right? So like, yeah, I mean, it doesn't matter. And like, why are you thinking about and caring so much about what your kindergarten teacher is going to be thinking of, or your high school teacher is going to be thinking of you? She's probably not even thinking about you. She probably has issues in her own life that she's dealing with. Or maybe she's going to see you excel in this field and she will say, oh my god, I'm actually really proud of you for following your heart and for doing what you want to. But honestly, this message isn't even about how other people are going to react to what you want to do. This is about you. And I feel like this is exactly the message that's coming through, that this summer you're either working on, or you will successfully work on not caring so much about how you are being perceived by the world. Instead, you are going to think about what makes you happy, what brings you contentment, what brings you joy. And if by doing that, and if by being authentically you, someone else is finding that cringe, then that's their problem, that's not your problem. What you are doing, you feel is a good job, you think you are good at, and it's not cringe to you, so it doesn't matter. Anyone else can think whatever they want to. Okay, so you're either stepping into that energy, or you are wanting to step into that energy, and you're learning ways of how you can be in that energy more, is what I'm picking up on. So yeah, there is some sort of healing, and with that healing there is growth, there is learning that is happening, and that is probably helping you um align or guide you or motivate you to do things that you really really want to do and that make you happy, you know. So that is the message that I have for you guys, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up, claim this reading, claim this healing, growth, and like gorgeous Queen of Wands energy in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye guys.